Hi everybody, and welcome to the e-learning essentials course again. What I want to talk about now are the gates that appear at the end of each level. Now the gates require you to submit samples and require you to submit documents and things like that. In the past, we have asked for those bits of work to be submitted at the end of each gate, and you haven't been able to progress until you've completed those gates. What we're planning to do now is we are going to invite you to create a totally free WordPress site. Now I'm going to take you quickly through how to create a WordPress site. It's very, very easy, and that WordPress site will actually become your overall assignment for the course. And what I will ask you to do is at the end of each gate, I will just get you to put the web address or the URL to your WordPress site as the submission for that level, so you can progress on to the next level. But the WordPress site is going to be your overall portfolio or assignment for the course. And I'm going to show you how to get that started. So if you go to wordpress.com, as I've done here, and click on Get Started. Now, the way this works is, as I said, you can create a totally free forever WordPress site, and it doesn't cost you any money. So I'm going to put in my email address here to set this up. I'm going to put in my username here. Hopefully that'll work. And I'm also going to put in a password as well. That doesn't. So try learning plan AU. Okay, excellent. So so create your account. I'm going to save that, and you can choose professional to showcase your portfolio or work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type here e-learning essentials. You can type in anything you want. You can type in your name. For example, I'm going to put in John's e-learning assignment. So you can put in anything you like, and you can change this later on. And enter your site's name or some keywords. I'm just going to put in, let's try that again, e-learning essentials. Now what this does is it creates what's called a subdomain before .wordpress.com. Now if you do want to get your own custom domain name, you can spend money. If you are looking for work, I do recommend this. It's part of your personal branding, so it can help to get you out there, so to speak. For this sample, or for this example, and obviously just for the assignment, I don't expect you to pay any money. So I'm going to select this first option. You won't be able to select that now because I've actually just selected it. Now you'll see here, there is a free option, $0 for life. So we click on Start with Free. If you want to choose any of these other options, please feel free to do so. I'm going to click Start for Free. It's now setting up the WordPress site, and very, very straightforward. It's gonna I need to confirm the email address. Okay, so I have confirmed my email address, and look, all of this you don't necessarily have to follow this order, but to get straight into it, what you can do, you straight away, the thing with WordPress is it's basically what's called a content management system, or a CMS or a blog or whatever you want to call it. There's a front end which the website visitors see, and then there's a back end, which is what we're looking at right now, which is where you build the content. To switch between the front end and the back end, while you're in the back end, which we are now, up in the top left hand corner you'll see where it says View Site, and that will just open up a picture of the website as it will appear, and straight away what we'll do is we'll launch site. So I'm just going to click on Launch Site here. That will launch the site. I'm just going to skip the purchase. It won't ask you for this all the time. It won't do this all the time. It's just sort of double checking that they're the settings or the plan that I want to choose. It's now launching the site. Now this website is literally live on the internet right now. So you'll see that basically you can get your own website up and running live for the whole world to see. Pretty much that's taken 6 minutes. Okay, so what we're going to do is to get back or to get into the back end, you can just go up in the top left hand. There are a couple of ways of doing it, but you can go up in the top left hand corner, click on My Site, and then you can actually start adding content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a site page, and this is, once again, don't forget, this is the site that's going to house your assignments for now. You can modify it later on to start expanding your portfolio if you want, but we're just going to use this to house the assignment. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to add a site page, or you can actually add a blog post. I'll show you both ways. So add a site page. So I'm going to click on add, and I'm going to call this one gate 1 submission. And then what I can do is so let's call this gate 1. That's fine. And then what I'll do here is click here to view the gate 1 submission. Now what I've actually done is I have created a Google document which is outlining the assignment. Or what I could do is I could actually type my submission directly in here. Now the thing is also is that you can come back at any time. So I could say work in progress, and I can publish that, for example. Are you ready to publish? Don't worry about publishing stuff that's live. It's fine. You can always come back and edit it, of course. But there you go. So that page is now live on the internet as well. If I go back to the home page by clicking on the link or the banner up in the top left hand corner, you'll see my menu starts appearing over here. Now another way that I could add my assignments, and I'll just quickly show you, I'll just go back into gate 1 and I'll just show you how we can link to the Google document. Okay, so I'm going to open up another tab, and then I'm going to go to that Google Doc. So this is a Google Doc, for example, and what I can do is I can just take the web address of that Google Doc. I can go back to my WordPress site. I can edit my page, and you'll see how it says page up in the URL. So that's telling me that I'm dealing with a page. And what I can do is I can select, click here, I can select that whole sentence, for example, and then a little pop-up WYSIWYG or a pop-up bar a toolbar will appear. Click on the chain, and then I can just paste the link into there. What I thoroughly recommend also, if you are linking to an external site, there is an option here that allows you to open in new tab, which will allow the user to come back to this tab to continue navigating within your site. So I do thoroughly recommend that. Click on the arrow, and then there it is. Or I could actually type my whole, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, Control C, go back to my e-learning assignment here. Oh, actually, let's go here and just paste, and you'll see that that's just pasted in there. Or of course, I could have typed that in. Now if I click the update button up in the top right hand corner of the page, that's been updated, and I can view the page by clicking on that link there, and you'll now see that I've got my assignment for that gate on the WordPress site. And I can even click on this link, and you'll notice that that link opened up in a new tab. So you do have a couple of ways of being able to present the information. Now for the other gates, which might require, say, a storyboard, then you could link to a Google slide. I would prefer that all of the gate submissions are housed under the one WordPress site, and it will just make it easier for yourself to keep that portfolio, so to speak, collated. And learning WordPress is actually a good skill to have as well. Now we'll just show you another option for presenting this content. If you click on Write up in the top right hand corner, and what this is doing is it's creating what's called a blog post. So the information is presented a little bit differently. And I could do, so gate 1 submission, submission, and I could I'll just paste again, and that'll remember my clipboard. And I can do some other things there, but I'll just publish that. So publish. Now WordPress comes with a whole bunch of themes. So if we go back, let's just have a look and see how that looks to start off with. So you'll notice it looks similar. So it's on a web page, but what it's done is it's automatically dated that post, so it doesn't have the word page in front of it. And you'll see here also, when I go back to the home page, that by default, this particular theme will display the blog post, or start to display the blog posts on the home page. So that's how to get to the post, and that's how to get to the page. So look, it doesn't really matter as long as it's up there. What I would also like to show you as well is if you click on customize down the bottom right hand corner, what I would like to show you as well is if you go back into my site, and if we go into themes, so if you click on customize and then themes, and you can change your site pretty much straight, the whole look and feel of it. I'm just going to click on free over here in the top right hand corner, and you can go and choose a completely different theme. So I might have a look at this one, for example, and then you can activate this design for free, and then I'll just customize this site or customize the theme. That'll take me into a customizer where I can upload my own imagery. I can change fonts, I can change colors, all sorts of stuff. And you'll notice that I'm actually not going to change anything here. I'll just click on thanks, got it, and I'll just click on the little close up in the top left hand corner. And now if I'll just click on back, and if I click on view site, and then that'll open it up within a little frame, but I actually want to visit the site to show me what it's going to look like to the outside world. And you'll see here, there's my gate submission as the post, and then also there's my gate submission as the page. So clicking on gate 1 as the page, and you'll see that I can scroll down and there's the information there. So look, I just wanted to share that with you, and I really think it's worthwhile setting up a WordPress site. As I said, it's a good skill to have. It's taken us 15 minutes to get to that point, and I look forward to seeing your WordPress sites as you start to share them with us, and we'll see you soon.